This is one of the wildest NBA stories because it involves star players and it involves the play-in tournament. I mean, the in-season tournament.
Yep.
And it involves, I guess, personal player traditions, and it involves team security, and it involves the game ball. Who knew the game ball? We know about game balls in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
And so the game ball in last night's Pacers-Bucks game was a major source of contention. I don't even know how to unpack this story.
Where do you want to start?
But I guess it's got to start with the in-season tournament semifinal that the Bucks lost to the Pacers.
Okay. And
Tyrese Halliburton makes the essential game-sealing shot and points to his wrist. And Damian Lillard is on the losing team.
Yep.
And after that game, Lillard is like, hey, kind of be careful. You kind of stay humble, but right. I respect him. And I don't think the Bucks really did respect Tyrese Halliburton. And last night, Giannis was coming in hot. See, I think he even threw a shoulder into Halliburton last night.
Yeah.
And sweet old Giannis was bringing his A++ game, and he showed up angry last night.
Yeah, he did.
And he dropped 56, 58 on him at some point, and then was out of the game because it was a blowout.
Yep.
And there was some chippiness where he got fouled hard, and his brother was about to come off the bench.
He was losing his mind.
He was kind of like, hold me back, but, I'll hold myself back. I'm not really going out there.
What was he going to do?
But
I don't know. I don't want to find out either.
It got chippy, but it got close. So Giannis comes back in the game and winds up scoring 64, which is a franchise record. And you could see in the video a team security guard or a guy who's in charge. I guess he's one of the big doms, if you will, of the Bucks.
Yep.
Goes and grabs the ball from the referee because Giannis apparently, for big game balls in his career, sends them to his mom, and it's important to him. And
franchise record.
And this is a big moment for him. But then there's seemingly Giannis after the game is now on the Pacers side of the floor. Now, normally these guys just leave the floor. And he's barking at the Pacers and Halliburton, who seems to be holding the game ball. And essentially, there's a player on the Pacers, a rookie. What's his name, guys? Again,
great question.
He scored.
I don't think you want me to pronounce it.
Go ahead. He scored his first point of his career in this game, and they wanted the game ball because the Pacers, in their, I guess, tradition, is to give the game ball to anybody who scores their first career point in the game. And so they took the game ball.
His name is Oscar, and Tshiebwe.
And the crazy thing is
I'm sorry.
The crazy thing is that
Oscar T.
It's not his first career point. It's his first recorded career point.
Right.
Because his first career point was his 1 point that he scored in the Pacers in-season tournament finals loss to the Lakers. But those games are like the play-in tournament games. They don't count anywhere.
Yeah.
They're just in the
ether.
Yeah, they don't count.
So this is his first recorded point.
Yeah.
And it was a fight for the game ball between the Pacers wanting to do that for their guy and Giannis wanting the ball for his big night in the history of his career in the Bucks. And Giannis thought the Pacers took the game ball, and he ran into the tunnel like gangbusters. Can you imagine somebody that size running after you? And they started yelling at each other in the tunnel.
He had someone dragging him, one of the Bucks people.
It's
pulling
crazy.
His jersey, trying to hold him back. Did no good. Looked like Earl Campbell.
This is Rick Carlisle of the Pacers, the head coach of the Pacers, after the game, describing what the hell's going on.
What happened after the game was unfortunate. There was a misunderstanding about the game ball. It was Oscar Tshiebwe's first official NBA point, so we always get the game ball. We were not thinking about Giannis's franchise record, so we grabbed the ball, and a couple of minutes later, several of their players ended up in our hallway. I don't think any punches were landed, but my general manager got elbowed in the ribs by one of their players. And so he certainly has a bruised rib, and who knows, if it's anything more than that. But unfortunate situation. We don't need the official game ball. There's 2 game balls there. We could have taken the other one, but it didn't need to escalate to that.
There's 2 game balls. Should Oscar Tshiebwe needs one, and so there's another one. So take that one. And it's, Giannis. How did it? If the Bucks security guy had it, how did it wind up with the Pacers? Like, we need another 2-minute report.
Yeah.
This is Giannis after the game last night.
I really don't know. I don't know. I have the ball, but I don't know if it's a game ball. It doesn't feel like the game ball to me. It feels like a brand new ball. I can tell, from I played 35 minutes today. I know how the game ball felt. I've never seen this before. I feel like you can. I don't know. I'm not even gonna comment on that. I don't know if I have the game ball, to be honest with you.
And that's what you thought they had the game ball. That's why you ran after them in the tunnel.
I knew they had the game ball. I didn't think they had the game ball. I knew they had the ball.
I mean, this is like this. Can we get a possession arrow involved here? I mean, Giannis also said he doesn't have the game ball from the NBA Finals Game 6. Doesn't know where that is.
The one that he dropped a 50-piece and they won the championship.
He says he doesn't have that one either.
Yeah.
But a couple things that are new to me here. First of all, didn't know there's 2 game balls.
No,
but you have to figure there is.
Yeah, because they don't use one ball the whole game.
I don't know. I thought they did.
No,
I don't know.
But it's and it's kind of like every quarterback knows when one's busted out of the box and when it's new, which is why every NFL quarterback wants their own football, which happened years ago. Yeah. When Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and Hasselbeck at the time went to the NFL and said, funky things are happening with 2 minutes to go. I'm getting a slick football placed in my hands on the road by the home team that was in charge of the footballs. Crazy stuff was happening. So Giannis, it makes sense that he would know if something's new. It sounds like he got the second game ball. And Oscar Tshiebwe got Giannis's 64-point actual game ball. And if the Pacers knew it and they're just like, we don't know what's going on. We're just doing it for weird. Oscar. The big O. They're big O. And you know who I think is loving this, even though they don't want a general manager to get an elbow in the ribs. They don't want, Giannis running after people in a tunnel.
Adam Silver?
But, yeah, man, like, when they came up with the in-season tournament,
there's a lot of confusion.
Did they think it would cause bad blood about what happened in it residually when the regular season would begin again?
Yeah, you couldn't.
Did they think that would happen? It would create, and because the Bucks and the Pacers play twice more.
Yep.
I think in the next couple of weeks too.
I have a script here, and that was
now
not in.
that's what they want. Is that the in-season tournament and pointing to your wrist, creating bad blood and knocking out the Bucks in the in-season tournament would lead to Giannis showing up angry in the next game.
So mad.
And then dropping 64 on him and then being so angry thinking they're pulling shenanigans with the game ball and what he normally sends to his mother. You're messing with his mother.
That's his mom, man.
Mrs. Antetokounmpo needs her son's basketball.
Yeah.
They play back-to-back games on January 1st and 3rd.
Oh, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, and so the in-season tournament is now creating bad blood between two teams.
That's fun.
Turning Giannis into Warren looking for his baseball? Seriously.
Frank some beans.
Wow.
Has anybody seen Giannis's basketball? Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.